Just taking all the bolts out. First instruction, remove stock hardware. That's what we're doing. We're removing the stock hardware. Welcome back to the channel. Got another shop video today. I've got my youngest son here helping me. Tanner's actually out on the rig working, so he's not be able to be here to help me out. I was gonna wait till he got back home, but we got a ride we want to go on next weekend, so I really want to get this skid plate put on. After seeing the quality of the Trail Armor skid plate that we put on the KRX, it really inspired me to want to get one for this. I've been kind of looking for a little while and decided to go ahead and go with that one. There's two reasons that I went with Trail Armor. One, I already seen the quality that Tanner got, and two, you can get it with trim sliders or you can get it with full sliders. So one of my complaints for a while is these bars that I bought for the Turbo R. If you look on the Turbo R and the Pro XP models, you've got a pretty wide seal here that you got to climb over, and then you add this bar, so you got probably about 10 inches here that's wide, that's hard, makes it hard to climb in and out of. So these new sliders that I got, or the new skid plate, came with sliders that wrap up, so I'm going to remove these to hopefully make it easier to get in and out of the Turbo R. She's pretty beat up. We're caved in here, caved in here, caved in here. You can see all that's beat up. Hopefully we fix all these problems. Saying I got a big belly. Just taking all the bolts out. First instruction, remove stock hardware. That's what we're doing. We're removing the stock hardware, I think. Knee bolt. Assessment here. Skid plate's off, so we kind of do a little visual check. Carry bearing looks good. U joints look good. Two carry bearings. She's a big girl. This here's bowed up a little bit. Might cause us a little bit of issues. You can see this one as well bowed up. As you can hear in the background, we have a lot of projects. That's one of the trucks we've been building for a while, turboed LS. But back to the side by side, everything else looks pretty good. I needed to pull this skid plate off still to open that up too. Pull the skid plate off back here. This one's pretty tore up. Takes a lot of abuse back here. Right in the face. So one of the things that's bad about these is if you don't watch out, you can, they got a plate on these, but they're bad about stuff getting up in there and busting the transmission. So looks pretty good. Got a cute little dry shaft holder here. I don't know if that's gonna hold much if you really break it, but ain't that something. got the original one off here, and you can just tell the difference in the quality between the factory one and then the aftermarket one. These things don't have none of that floppiness to it, so it's going to be a lot stronger. Hey, I got the camera on. Talk about so we have the factory skid plate off. The Pro R and Turbo R 4-seaters come with this metal plate that you've got to install here, and it tells you to use the factory hardware. So a bolt here and then a bolt back here. We've already got both sides in, as you can see here. So after we got the plate bolted on there, it comes with U-nuts or E-clips that you got to put in. So there's 4 here, there's one up here kind of in this front here, 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 and here on this side. I don't know if you can see that well. So those are installed and supplied by the factory. So before you start putting any panels in, installing these U-clips, factory bolts that bolt up there, it comes with some self-tapping screws. You put one here, one on the front on the other side. So we've got the first 2 panels in according to the instructions. The panel B, they make it very nice. You can kind of see right there. It says Turbo R 4B, and then we got C in here. Only 1 bolt in here so far, and then 2 bolts in this one. The only thing we're really running into right now is the factory bracing that this bolted to. All of these so far have been kind of bananaed or bent from the years of bouncing over rocks and trails and things like that. So it is kind of hard to get these bolts started without this being very flexible. So trying to bend it like the factory one was is not working out that well yet. We're fixing to put D on for the back, which is a lot better and thicker for the back side back there. So we got it all installed. You can see that it wraps up in here, kind of like the factory one. The factory one came up into here too as well, but you know, just not as thick. This is a lot thicker. Got extra bracing, pretty clean on the side. The gap's not too bad. The only thing I worry about is trying to clean it up, but I don't think it's going to be no big deal. It's got a lot of holes in the bottom. I like this. I'll tell you one thing that I'm pretty pleased with is this as well. I've tore this up and beat this up quite a bit, so that's going to help a lot. As you can see here on the bottom, fit and finish pretty good. I'm going to say that the fit and finish is not the fault of the manufacturer, only because the bottom of my ride is beat up pretty bad. all this bowed up and indentions and these kind of rough edges you see here is because of my factory bracing and framing is just kind of tweaked and messed up. It says to use factory hardware. That was kind of an issue as well because of that. This is a lot thicker than factory, and then trying to get those short bolts started on a lot of this, but really everything else looks good. The extra protection back here is nice. Obviously they have the holes drilled for your oil changes and you know, maintenance and stuff done, so really looks good. Another thing I mentioned was taking the rails off. By taking the metal rails off here, probably gained a little bit as far as weight, which, you know, this thing's big and heavy anyways, but I'm telling you, getting in and out of this thing's going to be so much easier. If you ride a lot on trails and even in the mud, obviously the Turbo Rs don't have a lot of protection when it comes to slinging stuff, so those rails will just get covered in mud, and then you just scrape all that in. Get your clothes all nasty and dirty, which, you know what, we're trail riding anyways, but I'm just saying, if that stuff does bother you, I think this is going to be a lot better to get in and out. I'm really going to be happy with having those off of there. The way they mount it into the holes in the side, I've had to bolt them and nut them and do all kinds of stuff anyways, because the factory little squeeze deals were known for coming loose. If you didn't tighten them up all the time, I mean, I've had a whole rock slider slide out and come out on me before on the trail, so I'm gonna be a lot more pleased with this setup.
She popping and dropping, she rockin' top, it's no stopping. Got me deep in my pockets, I'm about to give her my wallet, and I'm like,